Do you find it difficult to interrupt politely in business meetings? You know what you need to say, but you just don't have the words to start that off well. If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today we will look at how to interrupt politely in business meetings. So welcome back to Excel at English with Estelle. Let's have a look at 5 key phrases to interrupting politely in business meetings. Number 1, forgive me for the interjection, but I feel it's necessary to. Let's say, forgive me for the interjection, but I feel it's necessary to. This starts with an apology, which is important when you're interrupting. You also use the verb interject or interjection as the noun instead of interrupt, which is less commonly used, so it shows a wider range of vocabulary. And you finish by adding weight to what you're about to say by saying, I feel it's necessary to. This is a great one to use, especially when you want to be very, very polite. Number 2, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think it's vital to. I don't mean to interrupt, but I think it's vital to. This one is less like an apology, however you are still slightly apologetic for interrupting, and you add more weight at the end with I feel it's vital to. This is a nice adjective to use instead of essential or important, and is also less commonly used. So this also shows a wider range of vocabulary. Number 3, excuse me for cutting in. Excuse me for cutting in. This is a lot shorter. So if you have something you need to say which is quite quick and you want to say it while the conversation is on a particular topic, then use this one. You do also apologise with this one, which is important. And you use a different verb here to cut in, which is a little slightly more informal way of saying if interrupting something. So this is potentially a less polite phrase, but still really, really helpful to interrupt well in a business meeting. Number 4, I hate to interrupt. I hate to interrupt. This is even quicker. So if you have something you need to say that's even faster and you want to interrupt quickly, you can use this one. Again, it shows that you don't like interrupting, so you're not doing this to be impolite, but it's useful to say something very, very quickly. And lastly, number 5 is if I may interject for a moment. If I may interject for a moment. This one is a lot more polite. It starts with if I may, which is very polite in English. We then also have interject, which is a different verb from interrupt, so it shows a wider range of vocabulary. And you also use for a moment, which means you don't want to take too much of the time of the meeting talking about whatever you need to say. So I recommend using this when you need to be a little bit more polite in your business meeting. Okay, so those are the 5 phrases to interrupt politely. Of course, there are many more, but here are 5 I'd recommend you having in your pack ready to go for whenever you need to interrupt politely in a business meeting. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Please feel free to share in the comments anything that you enjoyed or any topics you'd like to see more of so that I can provide content that's helpful for you. Thank you, see you soon, bye!